Fallen Angel from Iron Maiden. It's Brave New World. The album is in stores now. We'll be back with Bruce Dickinson. And joining us in a few minutes, Steve Harris, founding member and bass player of Iron Maiden. It's Iron Maiden's Brave New World on the SFX Radio Network.
Dude. Huh? Don't you still owe me for last month's rent?
Yeah. That's right. Website or call 1-888-TWO-TOMS.
Void were prohibited.
Tom and Tom won't let you down.
The rock station Saudi 98 Rock.
Welcome back to Iron Maiden's Brave New World from London. We are here with Bruce Dickinson. And Bruce, when you guys rehearse, we caught a little bit of it earlier. You obviously want to focus on the new material, but you're going to play the classics as well. How much rehearsal time do you guys still need to get some of those old classics together? Are they like second nature to you at this point?
Well, it's a question of remembering the words sometimes, because you sing a lot of songs. Most of the real classics, it's not a problem. But every now and again, you come up against something that's got hello, it's like 20, 30 lines of lyrics, and you sing 2 or 3 of those back to back, and sometimes if you're not absolutely familiar, you sometimes, hey, you start singing one verse in the wrong song and things like that, So what I like to do is divide it into becoming confident again just with the material. That doesn't take too long because that comes back. And then there's just a question of physical stamina. And that's like training. That's like you go in there and you bash through it and you bash through the set, and you can take it easy for a few days and just let your fingers or whatever it is, or let your throat or your tummy or whatever it is start getting back into shape, and then you push it a little bit harder. Push it a bit harder on the volume, try and hit a few notes that are maybe a little bit higher than 1 or 2 of the ones on the album to give you some overcapacity, because one thing is sure, when you hit the stage, however hard you were singing or playing or whatever in rehearsals, you play that plus 50% when you're on stage, and you don't even know you're doing it, and you only know you're doing it the next morning when you wake up and go, everything hurts, And it's just because of the emotion and the adrenaline and everything else. So you really have to try and work it. I mean, I took my rollerblades out, and we have this huge rehearsal place we were working at in Antwerp, and it had a massive concrete floor. So with my radio mic, I was like, well, what do I do for 2 hours? I feel kind of like a prawn, wandering around, like pretending there's an audience there and leaping around. I feel like a jerk doing that, So I strapped the rollerblades on, and I just blade for 2 hours continually to the music while singing. And you adjust a little bit, you're working all the time just to keep breathing. So when you're singing, you're working a bit harder. And it's such gas, it's a gas, whizzing around. You put the flight cases around. I used to do figure of eights around the flight cases and stuff, and, and whiz around. It's great. You get this whole kind of fluid vibe going. It's great,
Maiden fan would have loved to have seen Bruce Dickinson rollerblading, singing Wrathchild or something like that.
It's on the website.
Really?
Yeah, a couple of guys came down with a little camera and took some pictures and stuff, and there's some website footage and stuff of me whizzing around.
Well, speaking of Wrathchild, it's a song that you re-recorded with the band for the Ed Hunter CD, and we're going to do a live version that we recorded earlier in rehearsal right now. It's Wrathchild, Iron Maiden.
Looking all around for a man
Wrathchild, Iron Maiden ripping it. And now joining us, founding member and bass player Steve Harris. How you doing, Steve?
Yeah, good, thanks.
It's great to see you here.
Yeah, and you, mate.
In the 90s, hard rock bands kind of shied away from the metal label, but Iron Maiden's always been proud to be a metal band. And do you feel like you're leading the charge, the new metal charge, right now with this?
I don't know. I mean, some people have actually said that, we're almost responsible for metal, sort of coming back again and all that in some parts of the world. But we don't really feel that responsible, really. I think it's too much of a responsibility for just us. I mean, the thing is, I think in most parts of the world, it's been, metal hasn't been seen to be a dirty word. It's really the US and the UK, and UK's home, so it kind of hurts me to say that, but it's true. But the rest of the world has really been really strong for us, even in the last few years. So it's really the US and the UK that we need to sort of, get on their case again, basically. So that's one of the reasons we're, going to do a long tour and get out there and be in people's faces and, stick it to them, basically, live. And that's the way we've always done, with touring. We don't get a great deal of help with the radio. But it seems to be with this album that some people seem to be picking up on it. So any help we can get, we'll take, of course.
Yeah.
But we don't expect it.
Well, you certainly have always carried the flag proudly as a metal band. And it's interesting because this next song that we're going to go into is a little bit of a change for Iron Maiden. The song is a song you wrote on the album Blood Brothers. And I was wondering, there's some different influences that we're hearing in this, almost a bit of a prog rock type of vibe as well. I'm wondering, where did the influence for Blood Brothers come from? And did you make a conscious effort to kind of do something different in the record?
Well, not really. We didn't make a conscious effort because it's no hidden fact that we're massive Jethro Tull fans, always have been, so I don't think there's any real shock there. I think to the fans that sort of have known us over the years, I think they sort of almost expect it, really. But I think this particular song just probably sounds a bit more Tull influenced than some of the other things we've done in the past. So it's just the way it worked out, really. It wasn't an intentional thing, really, but I don't mind admitting it. I mean, in fact, I'm proud of it, really, and I think if Ian Anderson hears the song, he likes it, I mean, it wasn't a rip-off by any means, but it's certainly definitely an influence. So it's, you can always say it's sort of pay homage to his music, really, which I mean, I think the man's a genius, so there's a writer and everything. So proud of it.